is how to do it. Driving the people to your direct to consumer link, it's way more affordable than actually doing the leads where you have to call the leads as they come in. This allows people that they don't want to talk to you, they can go and run the rates themselves. The downfall is we don't cover New York. I get a lot of people that reach out to me and they're like, hey, it won't let me apply. I'm like, what state are you in? First question I ask, New York. I literally have to send it so many times, like, sorry, that's a state that very few carriers work with. So if there's no way to control on the direct to consumer link that you're not going to have people going to your site that it's in a state that you're not approved. The good thing is though, you might get a bite that's in one that is yours. And these are very, very inexpensive way to advertise, guys. And it's also going to push you up for algorithms, which will help if you're doing an ad for a form. It's going to help you get more of those too. So I also highly recommend don't run more than like 2 or 3 ads at a time. I know it's easy to think like, okay, if I got 15 ads running, I'm going to have a lot more options. It actually is worse. Usually they will recommend have 2 ads. So I would do a direct to consumer link one, which I'm going to show you first, and then I'm going to show you how to do one where you do a form where they put in their information and then you reach out and start working like a lead. So first thing you're going to do is you got to have a business page, a Facebook business page. So you can see up here in the corner, this is my personal page. So don't use the same website picture for your business and your personal. That way it's very easy for you to identify that you're on the right page when you're doing it. So for me, if I'm ever not sure, I just look up. Over here, I see my personal page. Over here, I see these are my business ones. This is what I want. If you have not set up a Facebook business page, it's very easy. You're just going to come up under your personal page. And I got to switch back to my personal. You're going to use a little drop down by your personal, and you'll see it'll say pages. So you're going to want to set up a page. Once you have a page set up, which it's easy, guys, just you set up a business page. Don't set it up exactly like mine because they'll flag you as a bot. They'll basically think that you're trying to hijack my site. So when it comes to the branding, like you're going to name it whatever you want to call your agency. I'm going to use just Holly, like as an example. If I'm Holly, I know she goes by Stall Insurance. So hers is going to say Stall Insurance, not Cintron Insurance. Do a professional cover photo. You can use the ladders, you can use a picture of a family, something professional for your cover photo, because you got to remember this represents you too. So when someone comes here and lands on this isn't like a social media, hey, look what I did over the weekend kind of page. This is your business page. This is represents you professionally. So for your picture, use a good picture. If you don't have a good picture, like a professional picture, download the app Remini. It's Remini. Do the 7-day free trial. Upload 8 pictures of yourself or take 8 selfies. Upload them. It will put you in a beautiful suit and give you a professional looking picture. Download the pictures and save them. Remove the Remini watermark at the bottom because you don't want people knowing it's an AI generated picture. And then cancel your 7-day free trial and you just got a bunch of very professional looking pictures free. And use one of those. So it's important when you're setting up your ads that you put them in the right placement. The biggest mistake I see people do is they come over here and they hit Ad Center. This is not where you're going to run ads. That is going to run ads only on your page. So you can see we have about 1.8 thousand followers. If I do Ad Center, that's only going to show people that are on my 1.8 thousand followers. That's it. I want to reach hundreds of thousands or millions of people. So you're going to you're going to hit more tools. All right, they keep changing this. So I literally just went through, figured out how to do this. Lord knows they keep changing stuff and you're going to hit settings. Oh, sorry guys, give me 1 second. That's what you're, okay. So first you're gonna hit the Meta Business Suite down here. And once you hit that, it is gonna take you over to, this is where I needed to get you. Then you're gonna go to All Tools. Look for the line that has the 3 lines. It says All Tools. And then you're gonna head over to Ads Manager. So now mine defaulted to the one on my page. So again, this is why it's important. Make sure your pictures are not the same for your profile. So when I look up here, it defaulted to my one for my page. So my personal page, we don't want to run ads. These are ones that are running on the 1.8 thousand, the Cintron Insurance page. I want to reach everybody on Facebook. So I'm going to do the drop down. And I got to switch accounts. I got to come over here to my business page. So make sure if yours has 2 that you're doing that. And then you're going to see it switch. There we go. And I'm going to hit active campaigns. If you don't have a campaign, if this is the first one, you're going to hit create campaign. It's going to ask you, what do you want to do? So this one, remember, we're going to do a direct to consumer link. So we're going to hit, we want traffic. We want to promote traffic to our website, which is our direct to consumer link. I'm going to hit continue. And it's going to tell me, do you want the recommended settings or do you want manual traffic? I like manual traffic because I want to approve everything. You're going to name it whatever you want. So if it's a ladders, direct to consumer link, I'm going to put ladder as DLC. Nobody will see this except for you, this part. So this is for you, that you will know what ads you're running. Because if you don't name your ads, you're going to be like, shoot, which one is that again? So name it, just something you're going to remember. We have to select a special ads category or it will get kicked out. So we need to select financial products. And you can see it says even insurance is in there, insurance services. Didn't have to do this in the past, but if you try to submit an ad now, it's going to send you one that says your ad wasn't approved and it's going to say you didn't meet compliances and it'll take you forever to figure out it's because you just didn't select a special ads category. Auction type is traffic. We want the same. Our campaign spend limit. We're going to do, we want advantage campaign budget. Make sure you turn this on. And then this is where you're going to set up. Like if I'm doing a direct to consumer link, I'm just starting out. Maybe I just want $5 a day. I don't need it to be huge, just starting out. You can select budget increase. If you don't select it, which I don't normally do, it's just going to keep running, which I like. I don't do the A/B testing. I found that doesn't really do anything other than eat your budget. So again, then it's going to go to the next one. You're going to name it again, ladders, direct to consumer. I'm just naming mine so I know this is the one I'm actually using. We want to maximize our number. We're going to leave it. We're sending traffic to our website. We're maximizing the number of clicks. That's what we want. Dynamic creative, you don't want. Because if you do collect this, then it's going to change your images. And because it's a direct-to-consumer link that has to be within compliance, we can't have it adjusting the verbiage because then we're out of compliance. So we're gonna the direct-to-consumer links, we're gonna leave that off. Running, we want it to run as soon as we get it done. So you can see I'm gonna have to change that to like 25 because it passed the time mark. I don't want to set an end date. I want to make sure you don't have an end date unless you only run it for a week. The first week is kind of what they call the learning curve though. It's where it's learning where to place your stuff. Audience. So this is where you can kind of select your audience. First thing I like to do is I like to come down. You're going to put your states in. So I'm not going to sit here and list all my states because it will be on here forever. But you're just going to start typing in your state, hit and add them. Make sure that you're doing the one that says, like, I don't want Florida, Illinois, United States. I want Florida, United States. Because if you click the wrong, like if I click that other Florida, that's only going to run within 15 miles of Florida, Illinois. So make sure you're paying attention to that and putting your actual state. It's an easy mistake to make. And then you can't really adjust your age. It's going to tell you that, see, because we're on special ads. I don't know why it even shows up, but it won't let you adjust the age. Because I've tried a million times, but special categories you can't. So then you're going to hit next. And now we're actually going to build the ad. Again, at the top, you're going to name it. We do not want partnership ads. You guys don't have partnerships, so you don't want, that means like if you had multiple businesses, you can run them together. You're going to choose, what do you want to run them on? Like this has my Facebook page. So yep, I want, normally your ID would be here. And it would just drop down. So yep, select yours. And then if you have Instagram, I almost said Instagram. If you have Instagram, include that too, so it'll run on both of them. Again, make sure it's the business one though. So if you don't have an Instagram business one, go set one of those up too. And then you want to manually upload yours. You want single image. Now it's going to come down to here and it's going to ask you, what website do you want? This is where you're going to grab your direct to consumer link. So let me go grab my direct to consumer for ladders. Okay, and I'm just going to pop it right in there. My display link. There we go. I'm actually like, for me, I put the Centron on. I'm going to have the HTTP. You're going to select, do you want them to message you, call you, WhatsApp, instant form, it says suggested. Remember, this is the direct to consumer link, so we don't want them filling out a form. We want them going to the website. I'm going to ask you, do you want an image ad or a video? We want an image. You want offline events tracking. If you don't have a Metapixel, set that up. Just Google how to do it. It's very, very easy on here. Edit. And then come over to media. You're going to pick your picture. If you don't have one, then you're just going to upload. Hit upload over here. Go pull one from the website that you want to use. Like I'm actually just going to grab this Instabrain one because it's right here. I'm going to hit next. It's going to tell me whether I got to crop any of these or change any of them. Looks like they're all good. Now, my primary text, I've changed all this. So this is where I want to put, this is where I'm going to grab that approved verbiage that compliance told me was good with ladders, and I'm going to copy and paste and put it in there exactly what they told me it was approved. The only thing that you're going to need to change on that is right here where it has my direct to consumer link. As much as I would love y'all to advertise my direct to consumer link, that's not going to do you any good. Make sure you're dropping your direct to consumer. So if it's your ladder link, put your ladder link in here. If it's your Instabrain link, put your Instabrain link in here. You can use this exact same verbiage for Instabrain. The only thing on Instabrain is you're going to have to change where it says up to 3 million to 2 million. On the headline down below, you're going to put get up to 3 million. Again, if you're doing Instabrain, you're going to put get up to 2 million. I put in big bold letters, no medical exam. And then description, I usually put my web page in there. So if you have a web page, put that in there. And then you're going to hit next. It's going to give you enhancements. I always put that you want all the enhancements. And then you're going to hit done. And you're going to come over here and you can hit advanced preview and just make sure everything looks good. Again, I'm not going to hit, and then we're going to hit save. And now I have everything done on here. So important thing you want to look at is like up here is going to say that this won't place in one. I know because I do this enough, it's going to tell me it's because a video, it won't run in the video one because I don't have a video. It's an ad, so I didn't do a video. So that's not a big deal. If you have other ones like big red ones, that's telling you something's wrong. Don't hit publish because it's not going to go. Once it's all ready to go, you're just going to hit publish and then it's going to show up. So what I'm going to do is, because this isn't when I'm going to publish, I'm going to just X out of this one. And we're going to hit don't show again. Close, because I don't want this one to run. Bear with me, I'm just going to go delete this so that it's not running because I don't want to accidentally do this one. So I'm just going to hit delete. And then now to go right into your second ad, now you're going to come up under campaigns. You're going to see these are my active campaigns running. Now I'm going to show you how to do one with a picture and a form where people fill out the form and it comes back to you. You're going to come right up here again in your ads campaign. You're going to hit create. So you're coming in the exact same way I showed you on how to do the direct to consumer link. Only now, because you've hit publish on your direct to consumer link, you should be on the campaign page. But again, just double check and make sure that you're on the right one. You don't want to run this on your page. If you're running on your page, that's where you get the weird people that like send you private messages that say, oh, you know, just weird stuff. You don't want that. You're going to hit create. Now this time we want leads, because this time we're not sending them to our direct to consumer traffic. We want leads. We want them to fill out a form where we can call them, get their information and try to work them. So we're going to do leads, continue. I'm just going to name it ladders training. Got to categorize it again. Still have to select special financial. Okay. We're in the US. You don't have to do anything there. Auction. It says auction. That's the type. A lot of times the agents reach out. They're like, mine says an auction. That's what you want. It's not a reservation. We're not a restaurant. So it's an auction. Objection is leads. The show more option is just a campaign spending limit. You're going to want it defaults to $25. You do not want it on $25 when it's first starting out. Do like $10. You're going to get very little results in the first week, but that's when it's in the learning curve. So you don't want to be spending $25 a day while it's in the learning curve. You won't get much as far as results back. So we don't want to spend a lot when it's trying to figure out where to send your money. These settings, those are fine. I don't do A/B testing, leave that off. Just gonna again name it. Now this one here, we want it to be on instant forms. And then it's going to tell you, again, make sure that your placement is going to yours. If it's your first time, it's going to make you click view terms. Otherwise, you're going to have a big red box up here that says you have to accept our terms, and then you'll click on it. So if it's your first time, just click view terms, scroll down, hit the accept that you accept their terms, which means you're not discriminating or anything like that. We don't want dynamic creative on this one either, just because, again, it's going to run different verbiage. A lot of times we find the verbiage that we set up is good. You can turn it on if you want to see what it's going to run, but it's going to tell you, like, it'll just create different variations of your text. So let's do one to show what it'll look like with. Your budget we've already set. So now we want to do our audience. Again, it's not going to let us adjust any of our ages or anything because we have to select financial products. You can put your states in here. So it'll run through the states. And then you're going to scroll down and you're going to hit next. Items training. Mine's automatically default into a form I had, so we're going to show you. Again, leave the partnership ad off. You do not want that. Make sure it has both places you want to run. If you have Instagram and Facebook both, you want it to run on both. I'm doing single image. Multi-advertiser is, this is where you're going to be running on, like Nikki sends me screenshots all the time. She's constantly on like TikTok Reels and Facebook Reels. And your ad is that little one that'll be at the bottom of those reels that people click off. You can run it on there, just gives you more exposure. So I run mine on there. You're going to select your image. Again, I'm just going to choose. My images are on here because I've uploaded them. So obviously your images aren't going to be up here if it's your first time. That's where you're just going to hit upload. And you're just going to select the image from whatever one you saved from the website that you want to use. So I'm just going to say I'm just going to use this one. Again, I got the little placement warning. It's not a video, so it's not a big deal. It's just telling me it's not going to run there. My primary text, I'm just going to, again, copy the same verbiage or whatever verbiage I want. No sense in reinventing the wheel. So if you have a direct-to-consumer link, if this is just a general life insurance, like say you're geared towards construction workers or truck drivers, you're not going to want to put your link in there. Because again, on this one, you want them to fill out the form. So I'm going to remove the link. I don't want my link on this one. I also don't want Ladder's Life and this on the bottom. So for that, I would take. So make sure you're reading the verbiage. If it says the one you copied said 3 million, you're probably going to want to change it to 2 million. So usually on general ones, I get up to 2 million. No medical exam. And you'll see why I do that. And my display link is Cintron Insurance. Because I also want them to know we have a website. And on this one, I'm going to select Get Quote. And now you're going to hit Create Form. So, and it's going to tell you it's used for financial products. You can't ask for certain information. So I'm going to name this training. Settings up here is you want to turn this from restricted, which let me show you that because I went fast. When you're in setting up the form, come to settings in the top right corner. You're going to hit from restricted to open. This means if Beth sees my ad and she loves it and she's like, wow, I want to share this too, she can hit that share button. And now Beth is advertising for free for me as well. If you have it restricted, nobody can share. So you'll have people say, can you make this shareable? And you want it shareable because it still sends the forms to you. So field names, all that, you leave the same. Tracking parameters, that's just if you're really, into that kind of stuff. So, and then you're just going to hit done. You want more volume. I like this one, higher intent. This is what I was telling you on the training today. requires leads to verify their phone number with a one-time passcode. So you won't get as many leads, but here's the thing, it's gonna weed out fake phone numbers because you're not gonna talk to those people either. So you don't want them eating your budget up. You don't want them filling out a request. So you won't get as many leads, maybe, but the ones you get, they're gonna have a real phone number and be a real person. It's not gonna be a bot who's, taking your information and eating up your budget. You're gonna want to leave it at optimized. Then you're gonna come back over here to intro. Your headline is usually I put congrats on taking the first steps to protect your family. And then down here, I usually put something along the lines of, and I'll put this on the copy paste for you. I usually put something like, we respect your privacy. We only gather your information. To generate your enrollment options to send out to you. An agent will be reaching out to you in the next 24 hours. Please do not fill this out if you are not seriously looking for life insurance. You're not solicitors. And we want to help as many families as possible. Thought of someone else. If you're not seriously inquiring for coverage in the next 30 days. As rates change monthly. So, and because sometimes people say I'm too to the point, we're going to go ahead and put that in. Mark's going to be proud of this. We're going to go ahead and put this in ChatGPT, and I'm going to say rewrite professionally and nicer. And sometimes I don't think I am, but sometimes people say I'm just a little too aggressive. So it's going to reword it all for me, and this is what I'll do. So it reworded it beautifully, where it says, we respect your privacy and only collect your information to create personalized insurance options tailored to your needs. Once submitted, a licensed agent will contact you within the next 24 hours to review your options. Please only complete this form if you're seriously considering life insurance within the next 30 days. Rates are time sensitive and can change monthly. We want to ensure we're helping those who are actively seeking coverage. You guys can all read that. So then we're going to hit next. Now it's going to ask us, what questions do you want to ask? So first thing I do is I move full name, which just click over it and drag it because name should be first. Then I want phone number right under name, then email. Then you're going to hit add category because we want to know what, and we're going to select contact fields and state. It's important to know what state we are. You can add birthday, which is, oh, you know what? They may have special ads. Nope, we can't add. Can't ask for birth date on this one. So, but you can ask up here. I do short answer. Who are you trying to set this protection in place for? Actually, you know what I did? Sorry, I want to do multiple choice. Let's actually do this. How much coverage are you looking for? Now you can put 25,000. Actually, you can put 5,000 to 10,000. 10,001 to 20,000. Just gonna hit add. You're just gonna go and do your tiers, basically. If you don't want to do the whole life ones in here, although I do recommend it, because some people only want burial expense. You know, and then you could just do like the 55, I would do like 50,000 to 75,000. I'd do 50,000 to 100,000. Then I'd do like 101,000 to 250. Then I would do 251 to 500,000. Then 501 to 750. Then 751 to 1 million, and then 1 million and above. I wouldn't sit there and do a bunch. And then they just have to select. And then it's got all their contact. Let people know why we only gather your information to generate your enrollment options. I don't like quotes. Quotes sound salesy. Enrollment options sounds professional. Privacy policy. You have to have a privacy policy. If you don't have one, go onto the CintronInsurance.com. Scroll to the very, very bottom. You're going to see privacy policy on the bottom of our company webpage. You're going to grab that link. You're going to come right back in and you're going to drop that link in there. And it's automatically going to give that privacy policy for you, so you don't have to create one. You can also use GPT, ChatGPT, or any other AI to do it for you. Hit next. It's going to give you the review screen. I just realized it. How on the new ones, they don't have where you can put a background picture. It's horrible. The old ones, you could put a background picture, so on the back it had like a beautiful picture. It's pretty. And then your review screen, so you can slide. Like you're going to see page 1, it's going to have your picture and, you know, that whole verbiage we put in. 2 is going to have your questions. 3, it's going to make them validate their phone number to make sure they're real. Then it's kind of give them a recap, and then they still have to slide to submit. So if you're getting ones that tell you, I didn't do that after you did all these measures, they're lying. They're lying to you all day long, because not only did they have to put a phone number in, get a code, then put that code in there. Like, so again, it might turn some people off. If you'd rather gamble and, you know, have where you get more leads, but maybe some of them might not be real, then don't select the one where you have to validate the phone number. And then you're just going to hit next. Thanks, you're all set. You can visit our website, go to the website. You're gonna, if you have a website, put your website. If you don't have a website and you want to send them to a website, you can send them to CintronInsurance.com. Your pictures should all be on there so that you can, helps validate you. They can read reviews on there. They can see the carriers we work with, all that fun stuff. And then you're gonna just scroll down again. You can hit. This is new. You can start a chat on. I think my last one had that, where it automatically reaches out to him. And I think it just says, it basically sends them a recap and says an agent will reach out to you within the next 24 hours. If you're anxious, then you can call us and it has the phone number. And then you're going to hit create form. And you're going to see your form down here. I'm going to hit advanced preview again because we want to make sure everything looks good. This all look great. Okay, I'm gonna hit save. Scroll down here. All of this, double checking everything. And you want to hit offline events, you want tracking, make sure your meta pixels are. Here's my form again, where you can see, and then you just hit publish. And then once all that's done, then you're going to come over, delete this one because I don't want to accidentally run this. Again, I haven't, and there we go. And then you're going to see your campaigns over here on your website. So you'll have this, I bookmark this because it's kind of